magazine. We want to advertise with you. Don't forget tvmag.com and follow our social media movements. Plain old boring shoes, that's played out. The same as lame. Turn of the Bling with Sean Clemens. Her boutique of customized kicks and other items can be found on Facebook and Instagram at that1QDimple. Call her today at 265-5861. You bring it and she'll bling it. Would you like to donate or become a sponsor with our radio show? Want to be a guest? Or do you have any show ideas? Go to relationshipunleashed.com today and let your voice be heard. Want to call in? Call us 260-5926.
I like this song.
Me too. It's my
Girl.
jam.
Like me. Us.
All right, we're back. This is the Unleashed Voice for the LGBTQ community right here on KWAM 99 Talk Radio, where we educate, empower, and enrich the community. And we have a caller who's been standing by on the phone. Caller, you're live on the livest radio show on KWAM 990. Talk to me. What's up, Reverend Williams? Renee Taylor?
Probably.
Yes, she can
Yeah,
hear
I hear you.
Brianna.
Oh, Brianna.
I'm trying to remember that. I don't think so.
Hold on, Mike.
Hold on, I want to respond. I want us to be clear. So, like what you were saying, like violence that we commit against each other. So we look at the systems in place, and so we very much so do break down this concept of black on black crime. We look at how our communities look. Why are they? Why are they void of like economic resources, educational resources, housing justice? So we look at those issues, and we want to be clear that we look at that and how these systems like lead to violence. So we're not blaming black people, the people who've been oppressed, for these systems that they did not create. So I just want to make sure I'm being clear about that, and our chapter stance when it comes to communal violence. So yeah.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you.
All right, Reverend. Well, yeah, I think that's a misconception of a lot of people. They think that the Black Lives Matter do not address the issues that we have. But I said this in church last week. Black people in general has gone through a lot of trauma in our life. And we have not been treated for the trauma we have gone through in our life. And so by the system in place, the trauma being passed down, cultures being made within the trauma, of course you're going to have crime, violence, hatred towards each other, hatred for yourself, because the system that's in place has been none and void from existence. So, you know.
Well, I just want to add, I heard D.L. Hughley, he was on Megan Kelly, Fox News, and I had a clip of his video, and he made a poignant point when he said that the data, I'm a data person, and if you look at where people live, like you said earlier, beyond your community, and if everybody in my community is the same color, then I'm more adapt to probably have balance among each other. And if you look at other ethnic groups that live in the same community, you have the same rate if you compare it population-wise. And if you go per statistical data for the United States, and you look at, they don't have white-on-white crime or a narrative in that formula, you would see that that's where they commit most of their crimes too, among the people that they live around. Even if you go to the Latino community or the Hispanic community, you would have that. You know, and they don't break it down, so I think it was just a label to bestow in the black community to come up with an undercut to say black on black crime. It's just crime, period. But we've taken it and allowed it to get attached to us, and then we use it, I think, unconsciously. And then it becomes a negative connotation. I know I'm guilty of it myself. And until it was explained to me in that manner, and I saw those numbers and that data, I will admit, you know, that I've been guilty of saying black on black crime. But now, since I know better, I do better, and it's crime. Crime in our community, because that's where we live. If you go to the hood, it's predominantly African American in that area. And they break it down by zip codes, and they call it hot spots. But I'm sure if you go by other zip codes, it's just as hot.
Of course.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that piece about statistics. Because I feel people frame this like black on black crime as if there's something inherently violent about black people, and like what you just said, that's not true. If you look at other groups and look at their crime rates, they're like comparable. So that's something that we have to keep in mind, like violence and crime. It is about proximity, and you raised another important issue. Like, we live in a highly segregated city, and like, you know, what's going on there, and why do different communities look different? Why does Germantown look vastly different than Fraser? So, you know, I just really appreciate you, like, uplifting the statistics, because some people don't know that, and they do think they are more likely to buy into this whole concept because they don't know those statistics.
And then let's throw this in the pot while we cooking. If you want to know where interest is and where the news report, because there's a lot of things that go on in this city that don't get reported. It get underreported. You know, because if you can go back, and you can go back a little, let me go back a little bit. Juvenile court showed everything. It was data where the kids in the suburbs weren't being arrested. They were being taken home for spray painting and looting and vandalizing. But you go down on South Memphis, they take you straight to juvenile court. So Collierville, Germantown, Bartlett, Lakeland, Arlington, Cordova, these little kids got a slap on the wrist. But the kids in the inner city was going to juvenile court getting records. These kids was being taken home. It took the Department of Justice, DOJ, to come in here and say, wait a minute, Houston, we got a problem down here in Memphis. So it does, and it is that way, because who played with the words and with the numbers, and who tells the story? If you got our local channels, who controlled it? So of course they go get the scanner and drive right over here and highlight what's going on over here, but they don't go and highlight what's going on out there in Collierville, because they don't want their property to go down to show that they got all this crime going on out there. Hello, somebody.
Well, and they receive.
Don't get me started.
Also, it's monies involved in this with the crime, high crime, no crime. It's monies from the federal government. So this is the system. Once again, this is deeper than just arresting somebody, going to juvenile court, going to jail. The system, the privilege. All of this shapes everything. This is the form. This is the foundation of it. It shapes all the above. But I like the fact that the Black Lives Matter chapter is inclusive. Malcolm X said, "Who is the most disrespected person on this earth? Black woman." And I like the fact that you guys have. I use you guys being inclusive. Women on the forefront, because in so many organizations they have women in the back. secretaries cooking food. I like the fact that the women are out on the front line with the guns, fighting, doing, fighting, not literally, but on the front line. And I like the fact that our LGBT sisters and brothers are included as well. We have a call before we take this break. Call you live on the baddest radio show on KWAM 99. It's the Unleashed Voice. Go ahead. Hey, sir, how you doing? Brianna
Perry and Renee Taylor from the Memphis.
Who? Yes.
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 Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, come on. All right.
Well, with that being said, damn lies and statistics. I looked it up.
We didn't say it. That's what Mark told.
He did say it. This is our second break, and right now Memphis is going through a evolving period, a revolution period, which is good. We need to be shaken up. We need to come out of our comfort zone. But right now, Black Lives Matter chapter is shaking up Memphis, Tennessee. In the words of Jerry Lee Lewis, there's a whole lot of shaking going on. This is our last pause for the calls. This is the Unleashed Voice for the LGBTQ community and the allies. We'll be right back after this message. Y'all cool? Official. All right.
Renee, you do the rest of the talking.
Huh?
You do the rest of the talking.
You said what?
I said you do the rest of the talking.
Okay.
He said, damn lies. Lies.
No, I thought that was him when he was like Reverend. I never knew that he was. Yeah.
He's a minister.
Okay.
Well, he wasn't
So you didn't talk to him?
No, I did.
Oh.
I know who he is.
Okay.
But yeah.
Oh, I thought he.
Yeah, with the Memphis Voice. Yeah, I thought so.
So
Yeah.
why do you call Mark a lie? Call back, Mike.
Size $275. Full size $265. Full size
Call back.
furniture and things as located.
He said Tennessee State alumni. I don't care nothing about no TSU. I didn't go to TSU. I went to Le Marin. Le Marin. Go no TSU.
Go get tested for HIV/AIDS because HIV/AIDS has become the third leading cause of death among African Americans between the ages of 25 and 34. More surprising is the fact that this
Kid
disease has
magazine.
become the leading cause of death
In
for
D.C.
African American women between the ages of 25
Your
and
camera
34.
crooked.
The spread of HIV/AIDS
Yeah.
is the single
We
greatest
upside
health
down.
crisis currently
Oh, that was the first one. Straighten it up.
Join the Cathedral Praise Church of Memphis Incorporated each Sunday at 12:30 p.m. for our Spirit-filled worship service, and each Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. for our Bible study. You do not want to miss
That was
these
Skylar.
packed services.
Hmm?
We are
That
a
was
church for
Skylar.
all people.
Yeah, I got a
We welcome
Republican
you as
message.
we
I
transform
know that
the
church. He sent me a message all the
church is
time.
located at South Memphis.
From what's Memphis?
Who was that?
Tennessee.
Skylar.
You know Skylar? Hell yeah. Right here?
Praise Church of Memphis.
I told you on the 4 season hen, yeah.
See you there.
Oh, what?
His name is Skylar, yeah.
You a what?
4 season hen.
2015, I am Unleashed moving.
I ain't never heard that. What does that mean?
Let me say it again.
Come back in, y'all.
I'm gonna have the Urban
We take a
Dictionary.
quick break. We'll be right back, y'all. 1 minute.
Enrichment and empowerment.
I'm too much of an old cat to be fooled by a kid.
Oh, what? Baby, you need to sit down somewhere. We back.
The Unleashed Voice magazine is here, and you can find it in a location near you. Side Street, Spin Street, Cafe Eclectic, and many other sites. Check out tvmag.com for exclusive content, to sign up for subscriptions, and to get your business in our magazine. We want to advertise with you. Don't forget tvmag.com and follow our social media movements. Would you like to donate or become a sponsor with our radio show? Want to be a guest? Do you have any show ideas? Go to relationshipunleashed.com today and let your voice be heard. Want to call in? Call us 260-5926. Plain or boring shoes? That's played out. The same as lame. Turn to the Bling with Sean Clements, her boutique of customized kits.